Hello world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. Janet's studying again. Her exam's on Sunday, so I get her back next week. I've just finished at the physio over here. Now I'm going to go and pick up Mark and we're going to head down to Manjimup for the weekend. But for now, let's roll the intro. Well, we made it. This is the Tourist Information Centre, but it's also the Heritage Park. There's a museum of electricity, all sorts of things in here, but we'll go in and have a look. First, the Information Centre though, and we'll make the code word for here the same as all the information centres in the last few movies. Well, it's getting a bit late. And that was a big drive, so I'm going to come back and see all the museums in the morning. They're going to let us in for free so we can film it. And she said, oh, you've got to go and see our park. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, we'll go and have a look at the park. It's it'll have a few swings and things. They got a big flying fox here. They got a massive big slide up there. I'll go around and show you. Actually, what I'll do is put the drone up and I can show you from the drone. That's better. And now we're in the main street of Manjimup. Look at all these amazing old buildings, but this is the Manjimup Hotel. Doesn't look much different to when I used to drink here years ago, but we'll go in and have a drink. Morning, about 7:30. Mark's still back in the room in bed. I'm just out getting a bit of shots. Put the drone up. This is the Manjimup sign. This was always a big memory of my youth. You saw this sign, you knew the party was about to start. This used to be a big logging town. Now it's more tourism. There's a lot of things to do today. We're going out to see the Stewart tree. Its location's kept secret, so I won't be telling you where it is, but some locals are taking us out there. It's about an hour hike in. It's the tallest tree in Western Australia and it's in the top 20 tallest trees in the world, and they estimate there's over 3 trillion trees in the world, so that's 3 million trees in the world, and this is in the top 20 tallest. Trying to dam this whole valley, the Donnelly River, and I'll find out today why, and I'm going to try and be unbiased, but there is a big movement against damming, but like I said, I'm going to try and be unbiased, and we'll make the code word for here welcome. This is the Blue Tiger Cafe. Just had my morning coffee here. Yummy. Here's a mural of Manjimup, and unlike a lot of the others you've seen, this isn't commissioned by some outside artist. This was all done by local young artists from Manjimup. And another mural. Bald and Bankrupt's really well known for stopping everywhere showing you Soviet mosaics. Let's see if I can't get just as famous showing you West Australian murals. Okay, so I just went into the Shire of Manjimup offices to get a bit of information about this damming. It's not their project. They want to stay impartial, but they've given me a lot of information, a lot of people to contact, so I am going to try and find both sides of the story. It's pretty dark in here, guys, but now I'm in the Power Up Electricity Museum. This was originally in Fremantle, but apparently the West Australian government wanted to get out of the museum industry, I guess you'd call it, and Manjimup put a bid in and won the bid. But let's go and have a look around. And now we're heading into the State Timber Museum. All these museums are at the Heritage Park where the tourist information place is. Yeah, I already gave you a code word for the information centre, but yeah, let's make the code word for all the museums. Museum. Smells amazing in here. Let's have a look around. Okay, so I'm very impressed with this. This is a constructed wetlands. We're still in the Heritage Park, but this was designed. The stormwater's released in one end out of the storm drains. It comes through here and it's filtered. By the time it gets to the other end, all the pollutants and heavy metals and things have been filtered out before it gets released into the Wilgarn River. Very, very impressive. Every time I follow a path here, it leads me somewhere else. This really is. Guys, when you're coming here, plan maybe even half a day just to come to the Heritage Park, especially if you've got kids, because that park, the slide and the flying fox I showed you, it's really quite amazing. So when my mum went to nursing school, two of her best friends, Glenn Fraser and Anne Fontanini, I got to know them very, very well in my life. But Anne Fontanini's family's from Manjimup, and her grandfather, I believe, built this pool, and it's very, very famous, called Fonty's Pool. And now we're at the Fontini Nut Farm. They're only open to the public April and May because that's when all the fruit's in season. But there's all sorts of stuff they got here, and I can't do it justice from on the ground, so I'll put the drone up and do a fly across their orchard. Absolutely beautiful. This tree here, still on Fontanini's Nut Farm. It's a Bunya Pine from Queensland. It was planted in 1925. Look at this. I'll show you better from the drone again, but look at that. This is where we're staying, Manjimup Motor Inn. Nice and comfy. The building's been around forever. I can remember it being here whenever I've come to Manjimup, but they've really done the rooms up inside. In fact, yesterday I went to what I thought was the aircon remote, made a funny noise, and I realised it was opening the curtains, electric curtains. Now I'm about 15 minutes early, just waiting for Scarlet and Michael to come and walk me into the Stewart tree. This little sign up here, that's the only evidence that it's even out here. From here on, where it is a secret, a very well kept secret from what I gather. If you come here, guys, you've just got to find someone that's willing to take you out here, and they're a pretty friendly bunch here in Manjimup. Hey guys, this is Michael and Jocelyn. Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
And this next to us here is the tallest tree in Western Australia and the 15th tallest in the world. And there's 3.04 trillion trees in the world, and this is the 15th tallest of the lot. And now Michael's brought us down to Chapel's Bridge. This is the old loggers hut. You can come down here and camp, guys. It's one of the Bibbulmun track stopovers. There's a toilet just behind me here. There's a little barbecue over here. People camp, getting ready to camp for the night. Beautiful little spot, but we'll go in and have a look at the bridge. And this is the Donnelly River. It's running today because one of the farmers is cleaning out his dam. Isn't this gorgeous, guys? Absolutely beautiful. And this is all part of the old train bridges. They were all up and down here, the old logging bridges. And they just put wheels on the train wheels on the logs and pulled them through the forest. And this is the old horseshoe bridge, early 1900s. It actually starts here and finishes over there, does a horseshoe. So guys, remember I said I was going to be unbiased about the dam. Well, I've spoken to both sides and important people from both sides, and I'm not going to give my opinion. I have a very strong opinion, but that's not for this video. This is where they're going to put the dam. If they do it, this is the Record Brook. They'll put the dam here. They'll pipe the water up from the Donnelly. The Stewart tree's just there. So it's sort of right next door. But it'll be this part of the river that's dammed. And we'll make the code word for the tree, tallest. Now I'm at the One Tree Bridge. Michael and Jocelyn. Man, what an afternoon I've had. Couldn't have asked for two better guides. That's the power of Facebook. It's an amazing platform if you use it for what it's meant for. But yeah, I put a comment on Facebook saying I was going to be here this weekend, and Jocelyn contacted me and organised for Michael to meet us and take us out. And what an afternoon I've had, guys. And this is the One Tree Bridge here. I'll quickly show you with the camera, and then I'll put the drone up. Or I touched some leaves with the drone almost at the top of the Stewart tree, so you know, it's 60 or 70 metres up in the air, because it's 85 metres high. I don't know if I mentioned that, which is 290 feet high. Amazing. But yeah, I had a bit of a scare because I touched the canopy at the top, and it was so much of a scare that I forgot to actually do any filming. But this is the beautiful Donnelly River. That could change if they dam it, or it might not change if they dam it, but only one of them can be right. And we'll make the code word for here, bridge. Now, Australia is known for being desert country, but we do have places like this, and I can tell you the tree canopy is so thick that I've lost reception on my GPS. And look around here, guys, just amazing. This is the beginning of the same forest that we were at Carry Valley in the Carry Valley video. And now this is the Glenorran Pool, popular local picnic spot. They've got the fire pit up here, you can have a barbecue. And I haven't seen signs at any of these barbecues saying what time of year, so I'm guessing it's an all year round thing. Just amazing. Majestic, that was another word that was suggested to me today instead of saying absolutely beautiful. Majestic. So we're out of here. It's only Saturday, but it's Anzac weekend where we celebrate the landing on Gallipoli. So it's a long weekend, everyone's had rooms booked. But Perth's just gone into a 3-day lockdown because of a couple of COVID cases. So we could have stayed here, but we'd organised other things. A few other things to show you on the way home. But for now, we're going to get on the road. And remember, guys, Manjimup Motoring, beautiful, friendly, happy people. And we'll make the code word for here, motel. And now we're in Dean Mill. This is the original old logging town on the outskirts of Manjimup. Sorry guys, but the side office is shut, the mill office, and I was talking to one of the locals, and the best dates he could give me was late 1800s, early 1900s. But this is a beautiful old town. They encourage people to come down here and have a look, but it is still people, 130-year-old houses, people still living in them all. It's quite a thriving little village, this one. I was going to say absolutely beautiful again, but instead I'll say, oh no, majestic doesn't really work for this, does it? I'll just stick with absolutely beautiful, and we'll make the code word for here, Dean. And this is the old Dingup Church. Oh, beautiful. Look around here. Absolutely stunning. But this, they started building this in 1894, finished it in 1895, which that was a bit of a feat back in those days to get it done so quick. To my foreign subscribers, again, that doesn't seem so old, but for us in Australia, this is an old building. And it was built by Thomas Giblet, and I'm only bringing that up because the guy I met yesterday from the Southern Forest Irrigation Scheme that gave me all the pro dam information, his name is Harvey Giblet, so that must be a big family around here. The main street of Manjimup's called Giblet Street. And this was, so they must have been a big family around here for generations. And this is the original cemetery in the Manjimup Shire. There's actually 18 people buried here, but there's only, 5 headstones that I could see, and the memorial plaque. But everyone's name's on the memorial plaque so we can remember who's here. There's another little cemetery up the road, we'll go and see that one. And that cemetery we're just at was the Pioneer Cemetery. When we drove up here we thought it was this one because it's a A lot more graves, but some of these are quite modern. But some of them are old. Some of these ones at the back are quite old, but this just must be the local cemetery for the area. Now we're going in to see the King Jarrah tree. I believe it's another lookout, fire lookout like the Gloucester tree in Carry Valley, Pemberton. They've got barbecues and everything here. I think that's a toilet block over there, so come out here and have your lunch and check out the tree. I was wrong, it's not a fire observation tree, it's just a very, very big Jarrah tree. Look at that, 500 years old. And the girth of the tree, we've got Mark standing there so you've got an idea. He's got a bit of girth himself, so that gives you an idea of the size of this tree. Amazing. Well, that really was a fun weekend, guys. Really friendly, happy people everywhere we met. Amazing little town. Should we dam the Donnelly? Well, that's not for me to say. As Paul, I've got a very strong opinion, but as Mad Dog the brand, I consider this sort of journalism. I have to stay unbiased, but I do ask you guys, do a bit of research, form your own opinions, and be very vocal about those opinions, please. If you don't know what the code words are for, I'll put a link up here to the video describing how you can win a Mavic Mini drone. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. Give me a big thumbs up and we'll see you in the next one.